What is up, YouTube? It is another, I can't say it's beautiful, I can't ride my motorcycle, it's supposed to rain all week, but it's another beautiful day. Today, we're going to be finally putting the pistons in the 403. Now, I may or may not have somebody coming over who's going to help me record. I don't know. You never know with people nowadays. But, yeah, went ahead and re-cleaned all the pistons. Just make sure there was no cat hair in it. I did go ahead and get a piston ring compressor. I have the assembly lube already laid out, as well as the rod bearings. I did go ahead and look up the specs. So for the rods, it's 20 foot-pounds of torque plus 70 degrees. And that goes for all years of 4.3 vortex. Now the main bearing caps that are here, the 94 is 75 foot-pounds of torque. This one is a 94, which is 81 foot-pounds of torque. And then this one was just for poops and giggles, I guess you could say. 96 to 98, which this will be going in the 98 Sonoma, is 77 foot-pounds of torque. That number doesn't really matter. Neither does the 94, but figured I'd throw that information out there. It was all in the torque specs I looked up. They gave multiple years for multiple motors. But without further ado, let's get this bad boy on route. Let's start putting the parts in it. Let's get it. Cheers. Grab your cold ones. Let's go ahead and get this thing cut open. We're just going to use the handy dandy box cutter. Bag it a little. I might as well just rip it off at this point. Box cutter kind of sucks. Freaking cat hair. Okay. So, I've got the should have everything laid out ready to go. I've been trying to, in the videos, I've been trying to just have everything up, ready to go, ready to be assembled. So, I forgot to look up which one goes first. Is this cylinder one or is this cylinder one? I cannot remember. Thankfully, I can do one of these moves. Alright, so we all got our cold ones, right? So, we're going to go ahead and put on our gloves.
Don't look at me.
First time I've ever had somebody hold the camera for me. And we're going to go ahead and put our assembly lube on each of these slots on the crank. Yep, pretty much. Go and make sure you're all lubed up and whatnot. Put your fingers down in there. We're gonna go ahead and start with cylinder one. I'd like to get it right above it, so I can come straight down onto the crankshaft, something like that. We're gonna throw a little looby-dooby on the end of here. There's that oil I was talking about. The oil on the reins. I wrote on the paper numbers up and I can't remember. It went. I think it was numbers inward. I think I have to look that back up again, just to be 110. Freaking cat hair. Alright, so we went ahead and figured it out. I'm gonna go ahead and get this in the ring compressor. And of course, make sure she's all locked in tight all around there. I'll throw a little extra wool in there. I did already go ahead and lube up the cylinders. I may have done it a little close, so I'm probably going to try and knock it out a little bit, but that should be about straight. And then I'm going to keep an eye on this part. I never put the rod end on there. Whoopsies. So I'm going to hit that with a little bit of that assembly. Even though I did hit both other sides with it, I'll hit this side with a little bit as well. These, you pretty much just gotta follow that little indentation there. From there, we should be good. Just like that. We got one in. We're gonna keep that away from the crankshaft because I've already damaged one like that. Boom, we got one piston out. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a little more looby-dooby on another one. I'm gonna go ahead and smother both sides, just to be on the safe side. Go ahead and set it on the rod end. Grab my 2 bolts. And then just make sure we have it facing the right way. Dang it. Freaking cat hair. I feel like I gotta change gloves now. Of course, the one thing I forgot about was my ratchet. And that's fine as long as we get it to at least tight. 'Cause I'd like to flip it back over before I start torquing them down. Come on now. Get some. Alright, well there's one. I think I can go ahead and just do the second one and then tighten these down. So let's go ahead and get the second one in, which is on this side, cylinder 2. There goes all that excess oil. I'm just going to lightly spin this crankshaft. We're going to go ahead and just loosen this sucker up. Grab cylinder number 2. Take our ends off. And I'm going to go ahead and just put the rod ends, or the bearings in both of these before I put it in there. Come on. Come on. Seen it, I almost dropped it. Looked at you and not the camera. And I'm not used to this. I'll probably do this one and then the rest of them off camera. It'll probably be faster that way. For exactly stuff like this. That's why. Knocked over that little cup of wool. Yep. Cylinder number 2 piston is now in the motor. She's now seated. You take the end cap. I'll probably go ahead and just wrench down on these two, at least a little bit, before I start moving the crank more, because I gotta spin the crank for the rest of them. So I'll at least get these snug. But there's 2 of them. So we'll come back when I start torquing things down. All right. So now everyone's gone. Now I'm back by myself. I did go ahead and get all the pistons in. None of them fought. It actually was a pretty easy process. It was a lengthy process. The sun's down now, of course. It's almost 10 o'clock at night, but I was like, I think I'm gonna go ahead and finish this. So I'm gonna start with torquing down these, whatever these pieces. They are, I wrote it all down, just so I would not forget. The rear mains are going to be torqued down to 81 foot-pounds. I'm going to go ahead and do like 50 to start with and cycle back through. Let me go ahead and open up my torque wrench. And get my thing. I know all y'all are going to be scrutinizing me for using an extension. I'm gonna try not to if I don't have to, but if I have to, I will. We're gonna go to the 80, we're gonna get a 50 to start. Can't even tell you the last time I actually used this thing. We're going to do 50 on the dot to start with. We're going to use a 5/8 extension. We're just going to do each and every one of them. $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50, $50. Then we're going to take it to 81. My arm's getting tired. Oh. All right. So that is 81. Whew. On the main bearing caps. That's the name of them. I wrote it down. That kind of made me a little out of breath. I'm not gonna lie about that. That was a 5/8 socket. This one is a 14 millimeter. Probably a 9/16, but if it works, it works. Whew. If I have to, I'll throw the balancer shaft on here if I need to, but I like to not to. So I may have to put the extension on these, but I don't know yet. I'm going to start with this end, of course, and just work our way this way. And these are at 20 foot-pounds plus 70 degrees. So 20 foot-pounds plus 70 degrees. I have to go back all the way out on this. Once I finish this, I can go in and eat. So I don't want to rush it because, you know, it's the delicate process. Oh, bike content eventually coming soon. 20 foot-pounds plus 70 degrees. That bike content coming soon, but I'm not gonna rush anything. I still gotta get a camera and a mic for my helmet. It didn't click. See, I don't know if that's clicking or not. I mean, if not, a little extra don't. I'm gonna say that's pretty tight because I did wrench on it pretty good with just a little guy. And I feel like 20 pounds just really ain't a whole lot. Truthfully, I'm gonna take it to where it does that and we're gonna call it good. If it ain't doing that, it ain't snug. I want to make sure that they do not come back off. Whew. My arms are tired now. Should be able to get to the next couple like that. Oh, we're rolling. Man's got oil on it now. kind of hard to judge where exactly these where they're at. It's hard to judge exactly where they're at. Making my arms tired. But you know what helps that? Your cold one. Now my hands are filthy too. As long as I don't wipe it on my good jeans, we're good. I say good jeans, but I was dang sure wiping oil on these things earlier. So I got 2 of these left. Got 2 left. And then we can call it for this video. I think I do have to put the I missed when it was just the crankshaft in here. It was so easy to spin it. I don't want to try and do that because I already got my thumb one good time. I just got to get to the point where I can put the torque wrench on there. Even though it really doesn't matter at this point. I think they reached 20 foot-pounds a while ago. That's right. I don't feel like 20 foot-pounds is correct for these. If these are 80, I don't see why these are 20. Which is kind of odd. But yeah. Hopefully I don't snap any of these. Call that good. Last one. Then we're done. Then I can throw a bag over it and start working on the heads. Those are the clicks I want to hear. There's that. I'll save all that to put away tomorrow. Let me at least close up my assembly lube. Whew. Other than that, you guys take care. This whole process gave me one little tiredness. I'm gonna sleep good tonight. Gave me a new tool, a spring compressor, or a ring compressor, and I don't even want to say a good buzz because this kind of killed it. Not really, but yeah. There we go. So the next video will probably be putting the oil gasket on here and the oil pan, getting the oil pan cleaned up. I think I'm just gonna leave the oil pan black because black and red look real good together. I know the timing cover is gonna be black, that's for sure. Now the heads will probably be black too. Black and red look real good. I think the valve covers may be red, but I know they're plastic on these vortecs, these old school vortecs. So we'll see when we get there. I appreciate y'all for watching this long. Let me know how you thought of somebody else recording me for a little bit. She said she was a little shaky, but you know, it's potential for the future. You never know. But y'all take care. Love y'all. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, share the video. I know you won't, but like it and subscribe. You ain't gonna watch the videos consistently. But y'all take care. Cheers. Peace. I'm crashing out. I'm crashing out. I'm crashing out. Fuck. Anxious.
Just do it.